Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of an Ocean Wave, and this is day 18 of the March daily draws. It's Friday, it's the end of the week, so as we close out the week and approach the weekend, let's see what kind of message we're going to get. And I'll be taking the first card from the Druidcraft Tarot, followed by an oracle card from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, so here we go. And today we will go there. And our card today is the Seven of Cups. So maybe we're searching for some kind of emotional, spiritual connection. We're looking and we're seeing some cups in the reflection. Are they real though? Are they real, or are they merely an illusion? Here we have a cup beside him here that's full, but he's not looking at that. He's looking at this reflection in the water. Are we perhaps missing the obvious? Are we looking at things that seem interesting but are not really a reality for us? But we have something right there with us that's there, that's full, that's ready to be enjoyed and taken hold of, but we're not paying attention to it. Where are we choosing to put our attention? Often, to me, with this card, that's the kind of interpretation I get because of how it's depicted. Other times you get the cups full of different things and it's the options, but you don't know which to choose. And some might be good, some might not be as good as they first appear. There's always that element of things may not be what they seem in the choices, and you have to be discerning about what you choose to connect yourself with, to connect your life with, or who you connect your life with, if it's on an emotional relationship sort of level. And maybe, in relationships you can be fantasizing about somebody or some kind of relationship or different people that you could be with, without recognizing the goodness and of someone that's there with you now, and it's the person that you need to be concentrating on is there, and you shouldn't be distracted and focusing on something that is probably not going to happen. It's in your head, it's in your fantasy land. The reality of the situation is, do you have a relationship that's worth something, that's there, that's not imaginary? And that's what you need to be working on. So there's that element to it from a relationship wise. But anything that we feel like an emotional connection with, a creative imagination, or even a spirituality, particularly, because I see the cups, the water is very much as very spiritual. The words of the emotions is very spiritual sort of suit and water element. And maybe you're looking at different things to connect to spiritually, but are you doing that at the expense of something that you already have a spiritual connection with? And that's where your real devotion needs to be. Don't neglect that that's already there, tangible in your life, by concentrating on thinking about possibilities that aren't there yet. Yes, we can always expand our spiritual path and experience and connections. That's good. That's not that. I'm not saying don't do that, but Don't do it at the expense of the connections that you already have in your path, unless you feel it's time to move on from that, and your path is evolving away from that into something else. That's okay. That's like a almost like an eight of cups moment, rather than the seven. And the seven could lead into that. But first of all, you need to be focused on this. Well, that's what's already there in order to come to that decision, and not and don't. It still needs to be released in the right way and moved on from in the right way. So, what am I saying? This card is saying to us today is that we may need a choice of where we're going to put our focus, where we're going to give our time and energy to, and our focus onto something that's tangible, that's already there in our lives, or something that we're just imagining that may or may not be real. Now, there may be some choices left over, possible choices with good things, and we discern by knowing what we feel is true to us. Will it help us grow in our true identity? If so, then we can move towards it. If not, then even though it may seem a good choice, leave it alone. But a key focus today is to concentrate on what we know and not just on what we imagine. Okay, so let's see what oracle card we get to go with that. Here we go. And the Animal Guardian. And in that, trust your instinct. You instinctively know by this gut reaction, your primal instinct, the core of your being, you know where you need to be. So don't be distracted by things that are there, that aren't really a tangible thing. Concentrate on what you know rather than what you just imagine. Don't be distracted, and keep your focus on where it needs to be, and trust your instinct. The core of your being will know where you need to be and what you need to be connecting with. So trust that, follow that, and focus on the right thing. Okay, so that's today's message. I'll be back tomorrow as we start the weekend with day 19. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.